getting shit for me saying like some players are underpaid. Like I think I tweeted it or something.
I'm with you on that. I think players are
certain players, right?
Yeah,
the big names who generate more than.
So I watched this. You ever seen those videos on Twitter? They're like 2 to 3 minutes long, or even on Instagram, where it's like it'll have like most expensive NBA contract, and then like through the years you see it like looping up and down.
Yes, it's like the
right.
left to right,
and it's like, and then at the top it'll be like, now it's 1998, then 2003, and it'll tell you like, I'll have the face of the player and then the name and the contract. Yo, if you're looking at the most valuable, I gotta find this one. I saved it. It's fascinating. The most valuable NBA franchises since 1995. The Knicks are in the top 3 throughout that entire duration, and so are the Lakers. You know who comes fucking out of nowhere?
Warriors.
And the Warriors are like the 3rd most expensive team.
Steph Curry.
Yeah. Because it all starts around like 2012, 2013.
Without a doubt.
Severely underpaid.
And it's because it's like, yeah, they're getting paid $40 million. That's a lot of money. But what are they responsible for generating? Tickets, merch, the list goes on. Appearances.
Bro, and think about long-term. There's decade-long ramifications. Like, how many Bulls fans are there now because of Jordan?
You're right.
Their dad rooted for Jordan, and now the kid grew up. Yo, you're a Bulls fan.
Cowboy fan, same thing.
Same shit. So you can't put a number value on that.
No. And then I've gone as far to say, like, why don't you give them slivers of ownership? Slivers. I'm not telling you to give them 5%, but why can't you work in 0.25% to Steph Curry's deal? Now these guys may not leave, right? Because what if you're building these things into these contracts? We'll give you 0.5%. You know what I'm trying to say?
You won me over with that because I was just like, I would never want to give equity to a player.
But now it could keep them there.
To give them incentive to stay.
Now, don't get me wrong. You'd still be able to, if you work at a company for X amount of time, even if you leave that company, you still are like, you still get the vested units or whatever the case is. Like, you got to work there for a while. So maybe it's a situation where if you stay 8 years, your 0.5% turns into 2%.
How much if right now, there's no salary cap, there's no luxury tax, there's none of that shit. How much is Pat Mahomes worth to the Chiefs?
I wouldn't want to give you the wrong number. I would have to think.
I'm saying just
off the top of my head.
Off the top of the head, what would you think his value would be
per year?
What he means to the team, how good he is, what he's done already, his age, his talent, like
$80 million a year.
I would say close to 100.
What's he getting paid? 40 something now?
He'll be getting 40, and then within like the next 8 years, so their contract is very interesting because they mapped it out with like the new TV deals and shit. So year 8 of his deal, he'll be still. You hear me? He'll still be making top pay.
He also took a little bit less,
which is crazy. He took half
like $45 million a year, right?
Yeah, but he took $500 million. But to say that he's just taking less is so funny. But
no,
yeah.
I give him a percentage of the team. Like, I bet you guys will stay.
Like Curry, I feel like Curry's undervalued.
Yeah.
But this is also, we're talking about a handful of players in each league.
Exactly.
Each sport.
I think the guys at the bottom of the barrel don't get paid enough, and I think the guys at the top don't get paid enough. There's guys who, whatever the minimum is, just the veterans minimum, not the veterans minimum, but the league minimum, right? Like, I don't know what those numbers are. I probably should, but those guys deserve more money than that, right? And so, again,
I think a 10-day is like $50K.
Regardless, you're in the NBA. It's a fucking massive machine. Yeah. Like, so